Hey, welcome back to my channel. So tonight I want to discuss with you the face of the new NeoCon movement, and he goes by the name of Patrick Bet-David. I've been talking ill of him for years now. I've been saying how there's nothing good about that guy. You look at his comment section and it's non-stop. This guy looks like a used car salesman. This guy thinks he's white, and he's a man with an identity crisis. And now I feel like he's on path to be the next Ben Shapiro. How do I explain that? Well, first of all, he is an Iranian guy who claims to have lived in Iran for 9 years. So when he was a kid, he lived there. And he says that when he was there, he used to hear them chanting in the streets, "Death to America," and that really affected him. And that's the first point, where if you're in any country and they're shitting on another country, why would you care? Why would that bother you? Is it because you're a little fucking traitor? Now, second thing, he says that he wants regime change, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But when you look at these diaspora people, the people that have left Iran, one of the things that have been made very clear to anyone that isn't in the real know, the people jumping up and down for regime change, the people that hate Iran, those people are from the time when they were rich in Iran and they were getting the good deal. And once they started getting cut off, once the funding for them dried up, once their corruption dried up, they moved out of Iran, and now they hate Iran. And when Iran is having their oil field blown up and smoke coming from the oil raining down on the people, they're cheering. So it's kind of like saying, like, yeah, I used to play for this basketball team, and then once all of them go running and break their legs, you're cheering them on. What type of message does that send to people? Also, he's always running cover, never talking about how this war may not go according to plan for him. When you look at people like Mario Naufal that are now admitting that there's no path for victory for Israel, when you see their own people turning, you have Patrick Bet-David shilling and saying that this is America first, that going against Iran is the program, and that this is what MAGA was all about. He is a foreigner in a country that's not his. He is a man. He has children. He's not going to war. He's not going to send his family to go fight for the liberation of Iran. He doesn't care that much, but he loves when American citizens are forced to go fight in a war that they didn't ask for. What do I mean? I mean that when Trump came, and you can look at my videos, he said no new wars. In his tweets, in his interviews, he said Hillary Clinton would take them to another war that he wasn't down with. And surprise, surprise, here we are at another war. Now, Patrick Bet-David is the new Ben Shapiro because he cannot read the room. His personal vendetta for Iran is is as great as Americans should risk their lives for that effort, for something, again, that Tim Dillon said, that when has a shitty, poor American ever said that my life would have been great had Iran not been the problem? It's never been said before. So you can hate, you can think, oh, you're a piece of crap, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because I'm not down with war? Because I've always said, even though however I feel about conservative movement, and now I do believe that the conservative movement worldwide is over, it's dead. Why? Because every conservative movement ends up with more war and the promise of less immigration. All the leaders are all little bitches, okay? I'm telling you that right now. Every European leader, every Arab leader, every fucking Western leader is a little bitch. When it comes down to bowing down to America and taking in refugees and immigrants from war-torn Middle Eastern countries, they do it, okay? They do it. The fact that they say that they want to make the country better, but none of these countries actually are getting better, except for maybe Poland. Maybe Poland is that one weird, obtuse country that sticks to their word of no immigrants and, you know, not really getting into things. But still, the rest of the world's right-wing movements, it's all a farce. It's over now. And I'm not saying, oh, I love the liberal movements, but Patrick Bet-David, for his own agenda, is down with seeing young Americans die. He is a piece of shit. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.